Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! So many people in here, holy fuck. Hello? How's everybody? I see a Mishka update has already been redeemed. If only I was prepared. Hey, guess what? I'm prepared. Take that, liberals. Oh god, and a hydration. Dude, I just had lunch! I hydrate with my lunch. Oh. Hydrated. Sippies have been had. Welcome in, everybody. Zombie, Aiden, Grey, Else, Blue, Ben, Hyperjerk, Ezra, Sinister, Sage, Renee, Applesauce, Darkvolt. Wet your dries and dry your wets. And Yeti. How y'all doing? How's your Monday treating y'all so far? It's been alright. I was a little late getting to the gym, but thankfully today's split is a shorter one. And I have a new PR on the leg press, yeehaw! And adductor, yay! And leg extension, I think, yay! Not on the seated leg curl, but I'm wondering if maybe I've been ego lifting a little bit? I don't know, I have to go down in weight. All of a sudden, I'm like, alright, I guess I will. And just be a bit more strict on form. And all that stuff. I'm a precision and have been very smart. You are such a smart little lad, Renee. Good job on being so smart. Oh, so big-brained. Oh, so wrinkly in the brain. Remember, because dentist is in less than an hour, I'm just getting ready. Oh, dentist. Good luck. My AC is dripping, and I don't have the time to call a guy to fix it, so I'm gonna use a fan. Well, fuck. I hope you're staying as cool as can be, wherever you may be. Why are you lifting eagles? They gotta, you know, go up. Someone's gotta do it. But yeah, dripping ACs are not great. Hope you can get that sorted. Conditionally, actually? Well, if you are in an area where it is very spicy, preferably you have a functioning AC. Speaking as someone who felt super unwell in an apartment before I acquired a mobile AC unit. Like, physically unwell. Like, I was gonna get sick and throw up from overheating. Yay! But that's in the past. I have not needed that mobile AC unit since I moved out of that place. Been managing. Just fine with a fan and just dressing cool. He's taking poison damage? Yeah, pretty much. You might also have too much CO2 that can make you sick. No, dude, that was when outside, it wasn't even super hot. It was only like 27 degrees. But because the sun was hitting me all fucking day from almost all sides. It was only one side of my apartment that wasn't being hit because that's where my neighbors were. It got hot. It got really hot indoors. But that was years ago. I'm comfortable now. I actually need to put away my tower fan. I don't think I'll be needing it until next summer. I say as I'm looking at it to my side. Like, thank you for your service this summer. Haven't needed it too much. But very glad to have a little device. So for today, I'll be continuing the Mishka merch shenanigans. Gonna continue the tote bag. Haven't had the chance to redo the travel mug in Photoshop and get it done nice and clean. Maybe later this week? I'm not sure. I'm hoping I can finish an edit for a short today that I can then post on Wednesday so I can spend tomorrow giving my apartment a fucking thorough clean. Not that it's like mega nasty, but like, hey, I've been neglecting some corners here and there. It's time. Mirch. That's right. Who has not seen the travel mug? I do have the Clip Studio version. I gotta redo it. What if I open the PSD in Clip? Yeah, I know, CMYK. Whatever. And yeah, do not consume the AC liquids. Aircon liquids are not for human consumption. Y'all are terrible influences sometimes. There's only one thing. There's only one way I can fix this. Look, chat, look, it's Mishka! Look, make good life choices for her! And for yourself, I guess, but mostly her! Now the critic says I'm not allowed, I kinda want it. Renee, if you die of bad liquid consumption, that's on you. And would be deeply hilarious considering your PhD. Considering you are a science boy. If that's how you want to go... Alright. You will exercise, stop huffing, AC one from each guy. That's the spirit. Would you be sad, Uwu, if you die of consuming the bad liquids knowing it's bad? I would die of cringe. Thank goodness I took multimedia arts. Art degree. I just noticed I have a very similar cat tree to yours. Oh shit, maybe we have the same one! I have it on strong evidence that highly educated people can in fact be incredibly stupid. This is true. We are all human, in the end. We all do and say dumb shit from time to time. We have our fields of expertise. Speaking of field of expertise, is that a fucking doig? Not me moving Mishka to reveal the doig. Hi, doig! How you doing? How'd the testing go? I saw you restarted stream like 5 minutes ago and now you're here? What the hell? But thank you. Right as what happened. That's my moderating done. Thank you, Ben, for the shout out. The sunken ship rises from the ashes like a phoenix. The stream crashed due to mass uploading. Ah, yeah, bandwidth and all that. You can't. If you don't have big chunky internet like myself. Yeah, that can be tricky. Gotta go have a great time, guys. Thank you, Dolly, for bringing people over. Have a good one. Have a good walkies. Have a good looking around and finding out. May you be blessed by cat. Also this one. Future travel mug. Down here. The real deal goes. Yeah. Yippee! Yeah, this design is pretty much done. What is only missing here is, like, I wrote down like, estimate here, and then 2012, which is Mishka's birth year. That's not in this PSD for some reason. It is in here, though, in this clip file, but it doesn't have the warped text that you can do in Photoshop, and not in my version of clip. Womp womp. Have a lurk, thank you. Thank you for lurking. And good luck at the dentist. I do want this for a closed-lid thermos to take to work. Does Fourth Wall do thermoses? Can I log in right now to check? Fourth Wall. Log in. Am I still logged in? Sure am. Great new product. Design a new product. Oh no, Mishka likes Skippy. What? There are no thermoses on Fourth Wall. When I look for thermos, it shows me iPhone cases and Samsung cases. S is for established, not estimate. Oops, my bad. Essentially, established. Est. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if there's anything that's similar to. There are tumblers. Oh wait, this is a steel water bottle. Is this not essentially? This could contain hot liquids, right? Mention double-walled stainless steel is ideal for your daily outings. It keeps your drink hot or cold for 6 hours. So maybe I could put that design on there as well. It looks like this. Hi, Blue. How you doing? But that's kind of an establishing, yeah. This is probably the closest thing that Fourth Wall has to a thermos. I'm scrolling down some more. Journey bottle? This looks pretty thermos-y. They got protein shakers, yo! Oh god. But this is a requestable item, so this requires like a minimum of 150 orders. Yeah, considering I don't have that even account-wide in total for all the stuff that I have, this ain't happening. So... hang on, let me double check if the water bottle is... no minimum orders. Okay, so I should be able to do this. I'm gonna hit favorite on this so I can easily find it again. We'll probably only have the white one available, so that works nicely with the design. Because it will just stay like the latte look. Like, it will just stay like this, but with the text. Do you need a new bottle? You could have a new bottle! I would like to do a tote bag first, and a sweater. And then drop those 3 at the same time, and I could do a little merch drop. Make it a big ol' party. You love your 750 milliliter stainless steel bottle. Keeps you wet. That's cursed. Don't need quite that many, maybe 50. Only 50 bottles. The stainless steel travel mug will work too. Work only requires a no spill lid. Is that the one that I'm going for? Yes, yes, the stainless steel travel mug is the one that I've been using for like the template for the travel mug. That is this thing. This is what I had in mind for the latte look. 'Cause I want it. You can have Mishka coffee at work if you wanna. I could bring Mishka coffee with me on the go. Is now a good time to mention it? By the way, maybe. I'm looking at the amount of people in here. Because I've been holding off on saying a little something that is of importance to the streams. I have good news and bad news. Good news! I'm gonna go freelance again, starting Friday this week. That means income solidly for a long period of time. Like, probably a year-ish. Bad news, fewer streams. Employment, congrats! Yippee, employed sec, big employee, get that bread, congrats, thank y'all. Yeah, it'll be good to be freelancing again and, like, you know, make a solid income, because it's not been solid since I took a break since last summer. There's a little bit of freelance here and there, but not sustainable. I've been lucky enough to be able to afford to not have to work as much in the meantime. But yeah, the bank account is looking a little the comfort is getting less comfortable. Everyone gets a September discount before Curzec is gone, that's right! So I'll have a stream today and Wednesday. No stream on Friday. I don't know about the weekend yet. I may be gone on Saturday. I'm not yet sure. I will keep y'all posted when I know more. But yeah, the schedule's gonna be not a schedule, it's just gonna be whenever I can, essentially. I don't know, next week probably not Monday. Wednesday possibly? But yeah, the schedule's probably gonna be significantly different as soon as I get back to freelance, because I'll be freelancing 4 days a week full time. And I agreed for freelancing on Monday, Tuesday, I can write, Thursday, and Fridays. This is freelance days. I'm keeping the Wednesday off for streams, if I have the energy. And possibly still Saturday. I want to try to do evening streams after work. Definitely not happening on Fridays though. Possibly Tuesday and Thursday? I'll have to see what works well. But yeah, no Friday streams no more. Not even in the evening. No can do. I'll have to see what I can manage because we don't want to burn out again. I don't recommend burning out. As much as I love my job and I enjoy streaming and hanging out with all y'all, I have met my limits. My limits were not cool. Don't recommend meeting your limits. Unless it's from a safe distance. Don't meet them the way I did. Evening gaming Curzec with last trademark. Oh, that reminds me, maybe I shouldn't do Tuesday and Thursday because that's your evenings, Renee. Shit. Monday evening, I suppose? Shit. I can't take your steez. Also, no gaming, it will still be art. As that draws in the most people. I will fucking get you if you do it again. If I burn out again, alright. Guys, I'm gonna speedrun burning out so Renee comes over. If that's what a girl's gotta do to have a friend stop by. Yes, rest and recreation is important to make time for, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to find the proper balance for the first couple weeks. I'm on a small break myself as well, because boy howdy, lately I had no energy for anything. Ow. Don't you dare. I'm fucking daring, Renee! Come at me! You wanna go on a walk and play Pokemon Go with me? Thank you for the follow, welcome in! We're just chatting along in here. I'm threatening my VIP person in chat, Renee, to burn myself out again till he stops by. Feel free to lurk, feel free to chat whichever you want, whichever you're comfy with. Hi, Blurks! Oh my god, yas! I've never played Pokemon Go. Aw. I'm having a good time with it. It's like a nice little way to just like get your steps in. Chronic Lurker here. Whichever you're comfortable with, Waffle. Thank you for the follow. A threatening face saying, wanna go on a walk and play Pokemon Go with me? Very good, thank you. We will get our 12,000 steps in for the day, and we will be playing Pokemon Go on the go while we're at it. And we'll hopefully encounter a shiny Pokemon. Or a favorite. Dude, every time I see a Totodile, I'm like, oh, my boy, come over here. I wish the game feels more than tapping, though. Yeah, it's a little simple. But I think there's some meta stuff still. I have way too high expectation for Pokemon Go when it came out. It was a little rough in the beginning. It literally destroyed the battery of the phone I played it on initially. Like, I had to get that fucker replaced. It just stopped charging one day. I'm like, uh-oh. I am without a phone now. Fuck. I'm also $60 down the drain to get this thing replaced. Cool. Love the Pharaoh Noodle Totodiles make. Yeah. Is Totodile your favorite? Not my ultimate favorite, but he's one of my favorites. Because I love Feraligatr. I like Totodile, I like Feraligatr, I like Snivy, I like Superior, I like Rowlet. Rowlet is just so perfectly plush shaped, you know. I have been tempted when I've seen a big plushie of Rowlet with mine own eyes, like, oh, that's a good plushie. I have a big old Bulbasaur plushie, which is also a boy, and I'm like, oh, come here. Remember back in 2016 when Pokemon Go was popping off while I was on family vacation? I saw tons of people play it. Yeah, it was super big. In the earlier summer, like the first summer of Pokemon Go's release, I was in a gigantic WhatsApp group to to find people where raids were happening and other special encounters. It was a very active summer. Still such a menace, I love him. He's such a good little fucking crocodile alligator. Good little blue reptile boy. I very characteristically acquired a Woobat, which, you know, haha, fluffy bat Pokemon, the other day, with perfect stats. So that's pretty good. Pretty pleased with the perfect bat. I have accidentally removed the nib from my pen by fidgeting. Cool. Visiting a castle in Denmark, I saw a bunch of people on their phone. Denmark mention! Hey Renee, hey Renee. Renee, hey. Denmark. Yo! Oh, there was another thing. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but y'all remember that collector's edition I mentioned for Beyond Good and Evil 20th anniversary thing? My pre-order is being prepared for shipment. She is real and she's gonna come my way soon. I just hope it's not gonna be out for delivery on a day where I'm not home because of the freelance, because sometimes I'm on location. Ah! I'm gonna assure I can ship it to like a pickup point so fast as soon as I get the notification. When I came out, I went out on my bicycle to find Pokemon. I biked down the road by a nearby church while staring at my phone looking for the Pokemon like an idiot. Ended up crashing with my bike in front of a winning group and was really embarrassed. Oh no, Blurks, that sucks. That sounds like one of those memories where you're laying in bed at night and you think about it and you're just like, ah! Am I allowed to link a Instagram post related to Totodile? Yes. Yes, you are allowed. I just had to dust myself off and pretend nothing happened and get the fuck out real fast. Thankfully, you were on a bike and they were probably on foot. Also, you said Instagram post and this is a Blue Sky link. But oh my god, look at them. Oh. Oh my gosh. I wish Ansta was here. Oh my god. Oh, he gets better. Oh! I love them. I love his little snoot getting all scrunchy. What's this from? Fucking low poly lad! I love low poly look, though. I'm leaving this open in case Ansa shows up. Small. It's play Pokemon Go, but I got too obsessed with it and realized I was becoming very tempted to play while driving, so I stopped playing altogether. Yeah, don't play Pokemon while driving. I've in the past played it while I was on my bike, but I don't right now. I'm only on foot. I gotta get my steps in. So there's a bunch of little poly Pokemons. Oh my god, I'm gonna check out their account so hard after stream when I get the chance to. Setting up an Etsy shop right now. I hate selling my stuff. Haha, I always feel weird adding a value to anything I make, but your stuff has value though! You'll get used to it, just charge people! Charge people for the stuff that only you know how to make, because you're you! It's Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Crash, that's right. Thought about it a few times and was like, wait, no, I can't do that. Yeah, exactly. Don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, don't Pokemon Go and drive, don't just keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel. Jesus is not there to take it. So what things did I have again? For tote bag. I haven't looked at these since I ended stream. I'm gonna move some of the layers to the top where I'm like, these ones speak to me the most. I think I like eyes closed more than eyes open for that one. Hi Dizzy, how you doing? It has been discussed here already, but do you all have an opinion on the fact that you play as a Ditto in the upcoming Pokemon game? Personally, I think it's awesome. Wife thinks it's weird. Not an opinion on playing as a Ditto. As soon as I saw the whole transformation dealio that will help you terraform the location, I was like, oh, that's probably why they're going for a Ditto. It could be a cute game, it could also be too simplistic. We'll have to see. And it's only for Switch 2, which I don't have, and I don't think that game is gonna be enough to tide me or pull me over. I'm really curious how Legends ZA is gonna go when that comes out next month. Because that one's for both OG Switch and Switch 2. And I only have OG Switch, and I fear for how it's going to perform on OG Switch. So I'm not gonna get it on day of release, if at all. I'm gonna wait to get to Switch 2 either yet. Pricey? Yeah, it's very, very expensive. It's going to be ass on Switch 1? Probably. It was already looking a little rough here and there on Switch 2 as well. So, yeah, definitely not a day one purchase. I don't play many mobile games, so Go was never appealing to me, even though I like Pokemon. Also not big on spin-offs. I don't play games on my phone either. I've played some visual novels and Pokemon Go. That's pretty much it. I've installed, but I've not played it or looked into it yet. But a while ago, I installed Love and Deep Space. And I'm just like, I'm not ready to play this right now. Or ZA is going to be devoid of anything other than the ranked battle thing. The rest will come with the paid DLC, maybe. The only games I have on my phone are Sonic 1 and 2 because Sonic, eh? Have you told Libra? Libra seems that game hard. I have not had the chance to hang out with Libra at all for like weeks. I'm so sad. Because like when you need more support, I can help him with Deep Space. Oh no. There was a streamer I saw it play, I think on PC, but when I Google how to do that, I can't really find anything. I'm like, wait, but that would be so much more convenient. It still has like the portrait mode layout and everything, but at least it doesn't run like ass. Oh shit, Libra has been summoned. Hi, Libra! Go as fast as you can. Who tattled? Who tattled? Renee? Renee! You fucking... So I stitched. Yeah, you did. Well, fine. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, we were talking about mobile games and how, for me, it's only been visual novels and Pokemon Go, and that I have installed but not yet played Love and Deep Space. Because I haven't been in the right headspace for it. Honestly fair? Yeah. You said you miss Libra and want to form loving connections? I do miss Libra! Hope you're okay, Libra. I'm living that European of health life schedule. So we tend to miss out on each other these days, I think. You know the rules, Renee? Stitches, get your cross stitch out. That's 2 hours of practice ahead of you. Ooh. Renee, do you know how to sew a button onto a piece of clothing? Doing good, good. I'm glad. What if I just number these and then can be like, hey chat, which one do you like? That's not fair, they're all good. Too bad, it's gonna be only one. Emission 2, cursed time zones. Nope. Oh. Also in Spiceland. But yeah, hey chat. Pick one, the rest dies. Oh, well. 26 Celsius at 5 AM. Damn, that's not okay. I'm dressed like it's those kind of temperatures right now, and it's not. But yeah, chat, which one do you like? Do you like one? As she's loafing on a loaf and looking up? Or looking back whilst on a loaf? Or loafing on a loaf with her eyes all squeamished? This is for a tote bag. 3. I see 2 votes for 3. One or 3. It's time to pull, I think. That'll be most convenient. Which do you prefer? 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes. There you go. So this is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. Pick your favorite in the poll. 1, 2, 3. Not impossible. You have 3 minutes. Also, 5 people have already voted for 3, so... Some people have made it possible to pick their favorite. If one becomes a tote, could the other 2 become stickers? Maybe. I already have a sticker sheet of Mishka, though. Trying to expand on, like, tapping in on the autumn times, you know? These 2 stickers, oh my god! Silly chat, it's a cat, not a toad. Also, yeah, my closed captions is still not working. I've reinstalled the plugin, I have the newest version, my OBS is up to date. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's up. A beanie with this art, so she's loafing on your head? Oh. I mean, you already have a beanie. The one where she's just staring. We have this on a couple beanies and a cap. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 2 and 3 are pretty close, but 3 is in the lead. Does Worthwhile limit you? No, but I want to expand. I want to make a variety of stuff first. So right now, Libra, I don't know how much you've seen me do, but I've got a travel mug that's roughly gonna look like this, and there's gonna be some text on it too. But you know, like nice and warped. Like such. And then established 2012 over there, like it is saying on this one. But I need to recreate this in Photoshop. I feel like the squeamish dice would make it harder to parse out emoji sizes for 3. Why are we talking emoji though? Because it's not emotes, it's tote bag. Three, 1, with 1 more vote than 2. You just assumed. Ignore me. Okay, I specifically said it's for a tote bag. Dizzy hasn't had breakfast. Oh, Dizzy, get a eat. Get a food. Get a consumption. You did, I'm just dumb. Okay. Sigh, Sonny. Well, with 1 more vote, it's looking like it's gonna be this one. I feel dizzy. I miss breakfast because there's no bread for me to make my usual egg on toast. No! Pretty close vote. That's pretty true. But yeah, I guess I'll just work away at this. Would make you all breakfast if I could. Aww. I tried a new thing yesterday for breakfast. I got this granola, like pre-made little tub of the brand that I buy my protein powder from. Because it was on sale. I was like, huh, I guess I'll just give it a go. No. I'm good. I'm gonna stick to my own mega bowl of muesli and quark and blueberry. Got it all figured out. Egg. I have a boiled egg with my brekkie. After I have my muesli. Leftover pizza is today's meals for me. I'll eat better from tomorrow. Fair enough. I've been making the same mush of pumpkin and diced bell pepper for the last... Well, yesterday I made it. I'm gonna have some more today, and I'll have another new batch made for Tuesday and Wednesday. Just because it's simple to make and convenient, I don't have to think about it too much. And it's pretty cheap too, so... The breakfast I posted the other day in the server, I showed to my friends. They made fun of me for how complicated it sounded. What? Excuse me, what was so complicated about your brekkie? Hang on, let me pull up the picture. Here's the picture, and I see you've written something in the server as well. 2 over easy eggs fried in olive oil with grass-fed butter, seasoned with salt, pepper, paper. I'm guessing this is pepper, not paper. And paprika. Seasoned with the rice, since I never really have leftover rice, and used a brand called Seeds of Change, brown rice and quinoa. I season with a pinch of salt, pepper, and garlic. 3 strips of thick bacon, 1 hash brown patty shredded. Cheese of choice in case cheddar. Pico de gallo? Homemade avocado sauce. I mean, there's a lot of parts to it, but it sounds fucking nutritious as shit. It's delicious as hell. Two Weetabix with milk, 1 set of caramel bun, 1 ham and cheese sandwich. Is that your brekkie, Ben? I'm not the only one that saw ice cream. Yeah, at first glance it's like, oh, ice cream, and then you're like, no, wait. That's an egg. And there's rice and quinoa. Brekkie and lunchy. Basically my version of a mountain man breakfast. I have big appetite, so I need lots. I mean, you are a tall dude, so yeah, you'll require more than I do. As a 5'8" queen. I want that bowl. It's a good bowl. Small. You're just tall, Kieran. I'm well above the average height for a Dutch woman, and you know, the Dutch women are also the tallest of the women in the world. But my friends were like, me when I just need egg on toast, why complicated? Because you want the flavor experience? Because you like cooking? If they don't like cooking, that's fine. There's no need to fucking dunk on you, though. If you expand on it a little bit more. Giant woman, also not giant. Tall buff legs, you say? No, no. I wouldn't consider myself tall, and I'm definitely not buff. Yet. Try again in a year from now. Maybe. 2 years, actually. Big woman. One day, maybe. Heaven forbid treating oneself, yeah. Like, I like my breakfast. I have it every fucking day. It's simple to make. Like, I just have my singular egg boiler that I turn on. In the meantime, I like, you know, feed the cat and all that morning routine stuff. And I startle the egg, and while it's startling, I prepare my muesli, my quark, my blueberry. It's not super involved. What I do, at least. In the Philippines, you're tall. Yeah. I suppose in the Philippines I would be. I like the restless lady whose name I forgot. Rhea Ripley! Is my guess. Oh my, I thought for a second you said it's okay if they don't like cocaine. What? If they don't like cooking. Usually make stuff like that on Sundays. Reminds me of my grandma. Aw. I used to have, like, a more involved and treaty breakfast on the weekend morning. Or not breakfast, lunch, more likely. Maybe I can have it again soon. There's cheese in it! My Kaiser roll. With egg. I'm very into turkey and veggie sandwiches. Ooh, turkey's good though. Got some good macros. I rediscovered liking star anise in rice, and honestly, I don't think I'm going back. Ooh. If I remember correctly what star anise tastes like, it's not for me. What I've done a little bit a couple times, not too long ago, is I have often a can of lentils. Or at least I think it's called lentils. Hang on. Lentils. Like canned lentils. High in protein. Good resource when you're like vegetarian/vegan, right? I'll have that added to my pot with rice. And cook them both simultaneously and then top them off with pepper. This is some good shit. It's weird I don't like licorice, but I do like star anise. Ooh. Yeah, licorice and that is pretty similar. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not into licorice. When Rene visited, he brought some licorice though. Well, it was different because there was like a layer of chocolate and caramel on there. So it was nicer flavor-wise. Took me weeks to finish it off, that little jar. You can buy unboiled lentils in bulk for cheap and boil them with a bouillon cube for a quick flavor blast. Ooh. You know, I looked in my cupboard yesterday thinking, oh, I have a can of lentils. No, I have 4. I have 4 big cans of lentils. Like, oh god. I mean, they'll last forever, but I do want to figure out something to do with them. It's also directly extracted from licorice roots, so it's far from the more synthetic kind. Hmm. You guys are thinking of recipe ideas over here right now? Hee hee. Haha. Get cooking, good looking. I don't know what you look like. Chat, did you know cooking is good for you, actually? It's a very valuable skill to know. You don't even need to be, like, mega amazing at it. It's like the basics of, like, boiling your veggies and cooking your meat. Rice. Potatoes. Who is chat? You are all chat. Someone's like, you need to eat in order to live. I know. Hey, guess what? Cooking is an attractive quality. It is. I agree. Or rather, if you don't know how to cook, I'm just looking at you like, how'd you get in life this far? How are you sustaining yourself? I have to admit, I'm not a foodie unless it's made of sugar, then I'm into it. You do love your sugar. I'm not a foodie either. Definitely not. I eat way too much similarly to be considered a foodie. Like, I just said that I've been having the same pumpkin mush for a while. We'll be having it for like the next 4 days. Hi, Paulina, microwave meals, fast food, osmosis. I'm not an amazing cook. I will pull out proper recipes if I cook for other people. Not that what I make for myself is like abhorrent or anything. It's just not very presentable. It's very practical what I cook. In terms of like time and ingredient and budget. Those goddamn macros that I'm chasing. If someone can do the chicken or a faux chicken, I can make the most banging buffalo sauce you ever did have. I don't use sauces a lot in my cooking. There's one dish there's like a fucked up little beef teriyaki thing that I do. It's just like rice, broccoli, ground beef with shiitake mushroom and seasoning and all that. Very simple. Teriyaki sauce, obviously, through the mix. But then I make a little bowl with sauce containing low-fat mayonnaise, some sambal sauce. It's like a little spicy. A little splash of vinegar, and like a couple drops of honey. It's very good. Mom raised me on pre-made frozen meals and dubious casseroles. Oh, dubious casseroles is the best word combination today. It's a very interesting one. You'll probably not have picked up on this, but I'm a bit of a foodie. What? The guy boasting about his deep fryer is a foodie? Huh? Neat. But yeah, I know. I'd be worried to serve you my cooking, Rene. Because of that. Like, oh no. My effective cooking versus foodie flavors. Don't? What? What don't? Seriously, what don't? What did I do? What am I not allowed to do? I'll make you beans on toast, Renee. Oh, the 2 beans on toast, fair. Yeah, okay. Don't be afraid to cook for me. I can be polite. But I can tell if you're being polite when you in all reality wanna be like, yo, this shit's awful. Which I don't want either. That's not any better. Lying through your teeth is no bueno. Cook for Rene, you say? Okay, but what if I make the protein pizza though? That one's actually banging. It will take me a while to make though, because it's like involved as fuck. But hey, it's good for you relatively, and it tastes good. The dough texture is not your usual texture though. That's something you'd have to get used to. I would like to try your protein pizza. Maybe it's fine for you and your stomach troubles. You just gotta share it. Yeah, you don't eat the whole thing. You eat half. Otherwise, you're gonna shit yourself with all the amount of protein in that thing. I mentioned in the year that I've made pizza where the crust was made from chicken. No, you have not. What the fuck? Chicken crust pizza? How does one make? It's just looping the playlist, isn't it? Pretty sure. It's a great thing to make up on dates. Ooh. Lovely. Well, pulling up your recipe? Yes. Yes. And I'm looking at more Mishka photos. I gotta see the way her paws curl in. I can stylize that best. It's not like I have a million hidden photos in OBS. Chicks. Push into a pizza base and wha-bam! Extremely low carb pizza. Ooh. Good for those on keto. I'm just picturing a giant piece of fried chicken with pizza sauce and toppings on it. Live your wildest dreams. Your cuisine dreams. Kinda sucks when it's hard to be a foodie when half the food in the world makes you feel like crap. Yeah. I can imagine. That is a little challenging, at the very least. So basically I took canned chicken, an egg, parmesan, cheese, garlic, oregano, salt, and pepper, mixed it in a bowl, formed a rough square shape, baked it in the oven for 200 C, 400 Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes, then I'd take it out and let it cool. In a square shape. Cube. Pizza cube. Deep dish. Push a man overclock his toaster until it burned toast in 10 seconds flat. Oh. That sounds like a fire hazard. Yeah, there was fire involved. Yeah, I can't imagine. And after that, you add all your pizza fixins to the crust, increase the oven to 425F, I think it's 220. Roughly-ish, might be a little more like 210, I think. If 200 is 400, then I think 425 is more like 210. And cook for another 10-ish minutes. Interesting, interesting. One overclocked toaster. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that toaster's on fire. That toaster's lit. That toaster's cooking. Don't do this. Don't. Do not. Bad influence. The gate to hell is in that toaster. The toaster starts singing at you. That's one toasty toast. It sure is in there. Hello. On a 20-volt toaster, turn up to 500-volt does something? Yeah, something not great. All toasters toast except broken toasters. Some toasters toast more than others. So, has everyone done their homework yet? Has everyone checked out the Knights of Guinevere pilot? Pretty good. I would recommend. Ben, you were there in the call with us. You haven't? You watched it? Yay, shoot. Welcome in. It was so good. Any clue on when we get more? When they get the official news for it's been greenlit first. That's what we need to wait for, and that's probably gonna take a while. I'm not expecting anything within a year upon them announcing that, because animation takes a long time. I'm sure they wanna do some overlap work. Have one episode out when they're maybe working on like episode 4. So we have a long time in between the green lighting and the very first episode new being dropped. But then not as long as of a wait every time. Now yeah, I've been busy writing and working on your Halloween animation. Ooh, Halloween animation? What you doing over there? One of the games on my bicep today, the left one mostly. Someone's not balancing their workouts. Oh yeah, that's valid, yeah. Looking forward to it. It was really good. Yeah. Yeah. Kinda wanna draw fan art. I don't know what exactly. But I would very much enjoy doing the doodling of a fun bit of animation of Guinevere glitching into busted android Guinevere. A little something called Dude, that's mysterious. Ooh. Good thing is because I'm right-handed, so when I'm doing normal IRL things, it gets more done. So I do preacher curls for my bicep isolation stuff. And that's like super bicep isolating because you put your arm in a way where you can't use the other muscles as well. You really fucking sink your armpit into the edge of the chair or bench or whatever you end up using. And I've been a bit more strict with my form, especially on my left. Because while I can technically bring the weight up, my path is a little fucky-wucky very quickly on my left, significantly more quickly than it is on my right. So, and hopefully in order to balance it out, I just do an extra set until failure for left. I also start with left to have most of my energy in my quote-unquote weaker side. And whatever reps I can get in with my left is the amount of reps I do on my right. That's kind of how I've been approaching it lately. This will always confuse me. Why release an episode whilst the whole thing is still in production? Is animation just done differently to live action? It differs between productions. At least with my time on Helava, episodes were definitely still being worked on whilst some were being released. Just because to have like some kind of continuous posting. Like everything will have been written out and probably storyboard, but then there's the animation and the compositing and all that stuff. As soon as storyboards are locked in, you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, for the pilot looks incredible. I'm looking forward to finally watching it. Yes. And the art direction is very delicious. By iCager. Let me grab their Bluesky. They've been posting. They have two blue skies. I don't know what the other one. They call this one a portfolio account in their bio. The one I linked is I don't know. There's more general account maybe? There's some like hand guides that she's posted. Oof. Those often are proof of concept / taste of things to come zone, eh? Yeah, roughly. Like a sampling of like, hey, here's this flavor of this story. Here's some little mysteries sprinkled throughout that you don't know yet. Maybe have picked up on whilst the pilot airs. Yeah, proof of concept, just like general gauging of like, hey, are people into this? And I think it's safe to say, people are into Liza Guinevere. I'm seeing, personally, a stronger response to Liza Guinevere in my circles than I did for Gaslight District. But that may be because of the circles that I am in. Let me check on the views for Gaslight District, actually. I'm curious what the view count that 20 million. Okay. And Knights of Guinevere is at 8.3 in a little over 2 days' time. That's pretty good. I'm surprised Knights of Guinevere hasn't broken 10 million yet. It will eventually. I want to say Gaslight District was at around like 12 million views when they posted like, hey, we're greenlighting this, lol. So I have high hopes for Knights of Guinevere. If I must, I'll just play it on loop over and over all day, every day. Especially a lot of animation professionals picking up on little things that Dana Terrace is mad about. I'm like, yes. Catharsis. View botting, let's fucking go. It's not view botting if I right click on YouTube on the video itself and click loop. I'm wondering if the restricted YouTube video thing is playing a part in the viewer count. It's affecting everyone except Mr. Beast, apparently. He's on a different playing field. He should be ignored. He is such a fucked up outlier. Does loop count as unique views? I imagine it would. I don't see why if I view something over and over, it wouldn't count as being watched over and over. I don't know if I want to do that. I know that YouTube is trying to stop ad-blocked viewer views from counting, then I guess I'll view it with ads. I'll just mute the tab. Sniff. Apologies for sniff. I like the back shape thing. Portions are a little tame. Threatening to tangent whisker. What's everyone else doing this Monday? Already an hour and a half in. Fuck. I am muted pretty late though. Ads took forever to get started. Jesus. Notice that by the time I hit unmute, it was already 10 minutes into when I hit start streaming, so that's fucked up. Working on another commission. Ooh, commission. Hell yeah. Today's short is about commissions. The little story about my very first ones and how it's no bueno. But you know what is bueno? A raid from Like Belief. Hi, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How are you doing? How was your stream? Welcome, welcome. Howdy, y'all. I'm working on a tote bag featuring my cat. She's loafing on a loaf. Get it? About to head to work, but planning on updating portfolio site. Ooh, portfolio updates. Hell yeah. Hi, Leaf. How was your stream? It was great. We were working on animations too. You know what that means? It's time for art tax, one way or another. We gotta see animation. If there's animation to be held. Working on it, fuck yeah. Playing some Warhammer while I'm waiting for some work finish stuff to finish uploading. Ooh. Warhammer painting. Lovely. It's very flat. I don't know why it feels so flat. That. It's a difference that's maybe a bit subtle. Dang it. Wanted to brush, but I was still on the rotation tool. Push the happy eyes just a little bit more. I'm switching between working and sorting paperwork for your trip to Japan in October. So much medical stuff to organize. Ooh, Japan trip. I want to go to maybe 1 year. Can bring you my luggage. I need shopping space. I can't fit in luggage. I am too big. I need air. Contrary to popular belief. I hope you have fun. I hope the weather will be good. I don't know what the weather is like in October. In Japan. Are links okay? Yeah, they are. So I want to visit Japan and walk around? Yeah. You gotta embrace the videos that you watch. Aren't prices getting higher for Japan starting next year or something? I don't know. That vacation would be so cool. Lots of awesome people to spots to visit. Yeah. Oh. What software is this, pray tell? Is this Moho or something? Here's the art tax from Leaf. Get some bones. We finished drawing the facial expressions in Procreate and then we rigged it with bones and then added into Unity, the game engine. Oh shit, Unity! For your overlay? Ooh! 2D Unity overlay. Fun! No clue either about the weather. Got a wedding to go during it. Otherwise, I'm free to wander for 2 weeks. Hell yeah! Get so excited for a second. A job at my uni went up and it's a role I've been waiting for. However, it's a role in a different department area. It's in health. I was aiming for design. Oh, I'm sorry, Aiden. But yeah, ooh, Unity Ventures. For overlay stuff. Good shit. You can see its passive expression, but we will have angry, shocked, crying, scared, and all that. Hell yeah! Expressiones. Speaking of expressions, a bit too of a shape. We want uneven spacing. I would like to have more expressions in whatever Life 2D model I'll have next. I want to make more Life 2D models! Examples for scared face. That one is an upset face, that's true. And it's a web P! Instead of web P-in. I do this. I make a screenshot and then open that screenshot in clip. Yep, that's pretty pupset. Very good. Very good. Good luck with the Unity overlay ventures. It's cool enough today that I get to wear your cozy robe. Cozy season is upon us. It sure is. Hence the reason why I'm like, oh god, what if cozy looking merch though? In a robe as well? I am not. I was in the more robe in my cardigan this morning. And I probably shouldn't because I get too cozy in that thing in the morning. Which makes it tough for me to get up and schmoovin'. Be a lead, Lily, because so I'm a lurk. Good luck with the cat loaf on loaf. Thank you. Thank you for bringing people over. Have a good decompress post stream. And anyone who came in, make sure you're hydrated and stretched and get your meds if you have any. Cozy bed, cozy robe, cozy life, yeah. Well, I'm on the couch. Cozy couch. Way too cozy. What if I just take these eyes? I don't know, there's something weird about Mishka's head shape in the first one. This is a bit too sharp of a curve. Need something over me for it to be cozy. I need to not get too comfortable in the morning. Otherwise I'm not gonna go out to the gym in time. And then I don't make gains, or I have to decide to go in the evening. When a lot of our people are there, and I don't want to be with them. I don't want to have to wait my turn for every exercise I need to do. Gym does not seem comfy. Yeah, but you know what's nice about it though? Feeling accomplished and like, yeah, I went and I made gains and I trained until we're close to failure. I have a new PR on the thing. Like, I'm pretty fucking pleased about the PR on the leg press, and I'm feeling like I could have probably done even more weight, but I held back. Because, like, okay, let's not get overzealous, but let's also save some energy for the rest that's ahead of me for today. It'll keep you warm, at least, yeah. Yeah, it will. I don't want to be perceived too much, and I don't want to have to wait my turn too often. I usually have to wait my turn on the hip abductor and the abductors, though. Often by people who are being really slow and not strategic. They have a very small range of motion. Maybe they're doing it more for just the sake of doing something rather than gains. Maybe we should get another problem and stash it somewhere. Don't need a bench for it. I would like a bench. I don't have the space anywhere. I'd like to one day have a bench and like weight adjustable dumbbells. That'll get me a long way, I think. You had a bench when you were 18 to 9 went to 20. Ooh. Yeah, I don't have the space for a bench. Maybe like I could store it under my desk, but not enough space to actually use it though. There's no space here anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Love this dude. I don't know what it was. I think right now it's a Splatoon. We have a sweet time Kirby Planet Robobot, maybe? Weird how subtle the differences are. The eyes are better in this version though, so. I just enjoy how they incorporate a marble rolling sound into it. Yee. I don't want to get too crazy with the whisker placement. I'm gonna check on what I did for other drawings. It is always on the black patch of fur. Either squish 2 whiskers beneath the eye. Keep it to 1 and have it more spread out across the face. I think this is more effective just because of like proportions. Too even spacing is not as interesting. I have no idea how far I'm gonna get with this thing today. I may do another case of like sit on the sketch before I move on to like doing cleanup and everything. And maybe we'll just get started on doodling sweater stuff? Sweater weather, after all. Loaf. That's right, Felonius. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Gotta make sure that these whiskers are nicely aligning, at least, with other ones. Then I'm just waiting to get swarmed with phone calls at my unpaid front desk receptionist job. Hey, why is your front desk receptionist job unpaid? Hey, question, hey. Rarely are there jobs out there that should be unpaid. That sounds like paid work. Concern! In here is anything makes sense to do. Only close enough. If job, why no pay? Yeah. Long story short, I live at the Salvation Army shelter and my assigned chore is working the front desk. Ah, fair enough. Well, good luck to you. What if? You just look up a little bit of reference of sliced loaves of bread. Just in case. We can get that appeal somehow, somewhere. The pictures I want to open up are like so small. Maybe they're just refusing to open up bigger. I don't know. Imagine check. Oh my gosh. It has been a minute. And by minute, I meant hour. Oops. What do other people stylize bread? This episode was pretty easy, but boring for the most part. Just wish I wasn't there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's very fair. Should be off? Alright, Aiden. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good one out there. I'll be going for another hour. Hello, the key. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. I definitely didn't look up Studio Ghibli bread. And, you know, borrowing some things that they do. Ads starting soon. Should be the last ones for today's stream. Considering and all that stuff. See how much I can tinker away at this thing until end of ads, and then we move on to sweater. Putting down random scribbles is hard. It's not fair. To give them like an indication of bread texture with minimal information. I feel like I've both overdone it and underdone it, so that's cool. Mishkads, there they are. There she is, looking at you. Respectfully. I have lost some of that facial direction, though, compared to the original scribble, where it felt more like that direction. Like a little bit of down to screen right. It's now a bit more straight ahead looking. I suppose it's just a matter of moving the features of the face a bit more down will do the trick. At least the nose. I made a duplicate of this layer, so anything goes horribly awry, I can always go back to what I had. Yeah, that's subtle change, but exactly more what I wanted. I'm gonna leave it at this for now for the toad. How about some fucking sweaters? Question is, which sweater, though, is the question. Question is, though, is the question. I word good. Do we want the knitted jumper? Or do we just want a print? Is it ever cool enough for me to wear sweaters here, man? Colored options. What colors do we have? Let any artwork for the yarn color options to show. Okay. So why do they... Does it always come with a brown trim for these? I don't want that, though. Oh, the winter wearer just looks at me and scoffs. Huh. No whams for you. What about this, though? I don't know if the brown is an indicator of, like, this is gonna be actual color for the item. Like, you have no choice in the matter, or it's like, no, nothing here. This is very strange. It says colors on the side, and I don't Okay, it has more color options when I click on it. Okay, good. So it does appear that this is the yarn I can work with, maybe? Is there a good Mishka color in here? I'd say this is probably the closest to Mishka color we can get. This navy. This makes good for the eye. Alternatively, that one for lower or slightly different value, because if we do a cheeky little this, and then we do that. Oh no, it's actually significantly lighter than I thought. Never mind. Values are different enough, probably. But yeah, this is for like what is currently shown here with brown. That's what the color options for those things. And that's for this type of sweater, where it's like the yarn look. Swifty put up 2 sweaters of the same type on their 4th wall on the Underdog Swift store. Or I do a more traditional drawing thing that I can put both on a premium sweatshirt or a hoodie. Or both, rather. Not or, and. On both a sweatshirt and a hoodie. I think both the sweatshirt and a hoodie allow for a big print on the back, which I fucking think is real cool, as opposed to the big thing being in front. Yeah, you have a much bigger space to work with, especially on the hoodie. So this is the hoodie that I've marked as something I want to work with. 15 by 18. Only a 150 DPI? What if more DPI though, hey? Imagine. Also, I want to know if those dimensions are the same on the sweater. Yes, they are. This one's the back of the sweater. Yay. Alright, what did I write down for Twitter ideas? Ages ago? I'm reading what I wrote for the idea, and because of the area you actually get to print the stuff on, that's not going to work. Not for both hoodie and sweater, though. So... be nice to like fit something within it all. Hmm. Current ideas of Mishka. Looking up as she has been sat on a pile of sweaters. As the print on a sweater. Maybe? Oh my god, some Hollow Knight tunes. How very fitting. I was just thinking about Silk Song. And how people have been wrapping up lately. Watched my friend Kevin beat the final boss yesterday. Very gamer. He didn't even need that many tries. At least what I've seen of that boss fight on other people's streams. Considering I have no intent of playing the game myself, I can take a little peek and like, alright, how you doing over here? Is it tough? And like, oh yeah, it's tough. Which boss? The final boss. I don't want to say it out loud because maybe spoilers for people who are listening in. Ah, yeah. Many phases. Many particle. Yeah, that one is a choice. Wonderful soundtrack, yeah. This is a good one. This is Green Path. Hell, even I have heard this one in the attempt of Hollow Knight that I have. I intended to draw her on a sweater, and then draw the sweater actually like baby size. Whoops. She looks so chunky in this drawing. So rotund. Gotta complete the game again. Oh, you played it? Completed it? I didn't like it as much as some of the earlier bosses, especially one from one of the DLCs. Hmm. The Hollow Knight DLC was that troop thing, right? It was very red-themed DLC, if I'm recalling correctly. Long ago, but I haven't finished actually. Want to start over again? Fair enough. Where it's been so long between playthrough sessions where you're just like, I have no memory of this place. I guess I start over. That was me with Dragon Age Origins. Like twice. Oops. The Grim Troop. Yeah. God Home or something. Lerb Nightmare Grim. You have such an interesting relationship with Hollow Knight, Rene. You're like, yesterday, hey, I don't really like Hollow Knight that much. But then you're loving Silksong, and now you're saying you love the Grim Nightmare DLC of Hollow Knight? I know, you've got a funny little brain there, Rene. I did a fresh run just for the heck of it before the whole Silksong explosion happened. Was fun? Yeah. Playing Silksongs make me understand it better? Fair enough. Renee's a complicated character, that's just good writing. Yeah, that's true. A well-written, rounded character. With layers and everything. absolutely despise Radiance, though. I mean, I'm not even gonna bother. I scan. Thank you, Bowler Hat. Welcome in. I'm trying out some ideas for both a sweater and a hoodie. Oh god, hydration. Agreed that one can stay there in the back with all the abandoned code. Oh gods, I didn't realize Radiance was such a touchy subject. It's just very random. Aren't all Hollow Knight but it didn't seem more random to me as someone who's not gotten to that point in Hollow Knight compared to other bosses that I've seen. But others are about observing and learning. Surely Radiance has patterns too, though? Maybe? Silksong is by all counts harder, meaner, and more punishing than Hollow Knight, and I like Silksong more than Hollow Knight. What if make head bigger? This doesn't really do much with the whole desire for wanting to fit something in a square. It's what that hoodie does that I ordered from Knights of Guinevere. See if I can grab it real quick. Because it's got some symbols on the front, but then the big piece of art is on the back. Actually, it doesn't take up a whole square. Never mind. I am misremembering. Still, I can't wait to don this hoodie. I hope I got a good size. I went for extra small. I grabbed a tape measure and everything, and their measuring guy is like, well, it's looking like XS should do. Alright. Despite my tall. I just think Silksong has more charm and personality enough that it tips me over to liking it. The fact that Hornet speaks means that I can bond with the character more than I ever could with the knight in the Hollow Knight. Fair enough. The visuals are beautiful. Which one? Which visuals? The Hollow Knight ones? Because yeah. Kevin said that the cutscenes were done in Photoshop though, which if true, that's fucked up. I've done any bit of animation in Photoshop back in the day. It's a fucking nightmare. Took some of I was thinking, can't remember how nice. It was very similar. Like, yep, that sure is a sequel slash DLC. Or DLC turned sequel. I have seen Hornet slap 3 different NPCs, and I didn't do shit, that's true. This is why I don't like Link as much as Zelda, except Wind Waker, that little guy I adore. Too blank of a slate, maybe. When there's mute characters, which, yeah, I guess. Can't really think of any characters that come to mind that are non-verbal. that still have a lot of personality radiating from them, which I don't think it's impossible. And maybe I just don't know of any characters, I'm forgetting characters. And one of the NPCs is like, Red Maiden, please do fetch this quest. And Hornet responds, sure, if I catch it on the way, and if the reward is good, laters. Yeah, very fair. Like Chris Deltarune, I guess. I haven't played chapters 3 and 4, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't really say they got a whole lot of personality in chapters 1 and 2, from what I recall. They're very observant, is how I describe them. I had a thing. What if I put this on the back of the hoodie? Just grab the design I did for a tote, and then... Howdy, hi Kevin, we were just talking about Silksong. That could be Kuden back. It was a design idea for the tote bag. Was one of the options. Where I'm grabbing it from right now. Hey, I like the game. I know you do. How you doing, Kevin? Skung is a good shorthand, it's true. I have drawn an excessive amount of tail right now, though. And also... yeah, I don't think it can go all the way there. Then it becomes just a little bit too ridiculous, maybe. That's what the insane asylum that is r/Silksong calls it? Oh no. Why is Reddit losing their mind over there? Are we doing well? I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Bowler Hat? Welcome in. An ass yet. It would be nice if I could finish this before Community Day, but I don't think I'll be able to. All the merch items. Oh, actually, I still think it's hilarious. It is like watching people speedrunning a mental breakdown. Oh no. The goal is heavy medication and the pillow room, any percent? Oh no. What? I'm scared to ask. I want to say 2 years prior to release, it just turned into a shared hive mind of stupid. Oh. Finished building the Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell. Nice. That must have taken you a good while, I imagine. I don't know what the set looks like, but I know roughly what Rivendell looks like, and it's pretty detailed. There's a lot going on in there in terms of architecture. Several weeks. Ooh! It's a full-size replica. That's the impressive bit. Oh god. You've occupied a part of New Zealand in the creation of this Lego set. Uh, it looks like I can do stuff on the sleeves if I want to. But that may be thinking too much right now. I just want to have a cool thing on the back, first and foremost. When you reach your 15k goal, I'll post images on your Discord. Ooh! See the crazy customs people have done with 2 of the sets? Ooh. I'm going ooh a lot in the last minute. Lego seems like a lovely hobby. Lovely way to spend time. But boy howdy, does it require you to spend a lot of money. And then I'll have to store it somewhere or display it somewhere, and I don't have the space for that, I don't think. A little expensive. Costly for sure. At least it's not Warhammer 40k expensive, I suppose. God, how much would it cost to have one of everything ever created of Warhammer at this point? Not even, like, including the paint jobs, just, like, the little models and miniatures. Literally everyone. How much money would that cost this day and age? Basil's money? Oh, yeah, probably only Basil can afford it, honestly. And the other billionaires above him, which is like 2 at this point. It's almost impossible to get now unless you can pry it from the hands of fanatical collectors, so yeah, millions for pretty sure. Yeah. If you didn't have to account for nearly impossible to find stuff, then yeah. Might be odd to have a belly exposed print on the backside of a piece of clothing, though. These proportions are fucked. Once you replace the boulder for 2008 Indiana Jones set that my dog chewed over a decade ago, replacing it would cost you over $100 for a boulder? A plastic bolt? Oh my gosh. Collectibles are a different world from what I know, man. So there's a post that said, due to trade descriptions legislation to call them miniatures, GW had to produce one full-size copy of every model, which is stored in giant vaults on the whole of Nottingham. So what you're saying is, there's somewhere where you can get the entire collection of Warhammer 40k for free. If you're doing a little burglary, if you're doing a little robbery. Been able to put the tail anywhere. Hi, Niswin, welcome in. Big. Maybe. Given some of those are basically walking buildings, that's gonna be a real challenge to steal, but I'm starting ding tomorrow. Where there is a will, there is a way. I don't know if this will be anything. It's another one of them, just like draw out a concept. Delios. Looks like Disney released a trailer for a Mandalorian movie. I'm not going to see it though, I'm done with Star Wars. Another Mandalorian movie. Or wait, not another movie, just like they had a series first and now there's a movie? Okay. Ever since Disney acquired Star Wars, has it been just the Mandalorian show that's been enjoyable for fans of Star Wars? Because genuinely, I only hear them rant and rave about the very first three movies ever released. Episodes 5, 6, no, 4, 5, 6, there we go. People didn't like the prequels, people didn't like the sequels. The spin-offs are mostly miss, from what I understand. Kinda enjoy Mandalorian series. That's from what I've heard, for the most part, that was at least fine. For good things about Andor, the series, but Lego Star Wars games is, as far as I care, much more fun. Yeah, those Lego games tend to have a big level of fun going on. I've never played them myself, though, but I do mostly hear positive stuff about it. Seems to me they made a shit ton of spin-off shows, many of them lasted one season from what I heard. And I also heard it's very good. Yeah, Andor and Mandalorian, and then nothing else. I heard the movie was a good I'll pay, that's your prerogative. I ain't the authorities. There's a side I can't talk about piracy laws. It's supposed to be enforced by streamers too. I have no idea what you're talking about. Was your biggest regret of an animation choice or mistake? Ooh, good question. Biggest regret or mistake? I don't know. I have to like browse my own art in order to find something where I'm like, actually, I managed to avoid an ugly face or a kind of fucked up face on Jade for my love letter for Beyond Good and Evil. I had finished a pass and got it all through rendering and everything, and I'm like, actually, let's take a close look at this face on Jade, and oh, hey, wait, actually, it looks a little fucked. Do you have a favorite? Also tough. There are a couple of memories that stand out to me where, for one of the Tummy Tom movies, I had to animate a shot of a dog chasing their own tail. And that just made my heart fucking melt. Just like, oh, look at this happy fucking pup just going, I'm gonna get my own tail. It just barely didn't make it into my recent showreel that I made at the beginning of this year. As for regret or mistake, I've been lucky enough to have spent enough time on most things that I can think of to have made it acceptable enough. How to make a Wamper animation. Yeah. Funny you mentioned that, I'm scrolling through my Instagram right now, right, to get an idea of like, fuck, what did I dislike again? You wanna know what my most liked thing on Instagram is? By a lot. And it's probably just because the first couple seconds. It was a compilation of 1 hour animes that I done, and I do these compilations from time to time, or I did them from time to time, and I had done one to the prompt of Wamper. And it looked a little something like this. So it started off with that, and people stuck around. Num num. Oh, yeah. Very different from this cat belly. And that's what people were commenting on. They were specifically going the first one. Hey, what the first one for? The thumbnail versus sus. The first one with the fucking pucker sticky face with the puckered lips. Sensual, yeah. We're like, oh well. Maybe I should tap into that some more, but I'm a little weird about making that kind of stuff, maybe. That was for the very first time we did a Halloween prompt. Whatever Saturdays closest to Christmas and Halloween, there are themed ones that are kind of appropriate for the time of year. So we had Wamper, and we've had Pumpkin. What have the other ones been? What was it last year? Was it not last year? Was not Pumpkin. Desktop, whatever, Adam. Found the one for this year. Whoa! Enabler! Thank you for subscribing for 8 months! How you doing? Welcome in. Bonjour tout le monde. We've had the prompt of Witch for Halloween in 2023. And 2024 was Imp. IMP. And this year it's Redacted. It's not out yet, but it's been scheduled to be released on the 25th of October. And a wonderful 8 months it has been. Aw, thank you. I hope you continue to enjoy the emotes. I am doodling ideas to put on the back of a sweater and a hoodie. That being said, it is actually time for me to go. Ads are gonna go in a couple seconds, and then after those are done, I'll be fucking off. Unfortunately, I'm doing a little bit short stream this week again, and fewer streams because for those who weren't here when I said it earlier in the stream, I'm gonna be freelancing again starting Friday. So the stream schedule is gonna be significantly different and probably significantly fewer hours. Oh, good, was very nice chilling. I'm glad. But yeah, starting Friday, I'll be freelancing again for probably about a year. I think I've been told. So yeah, glad to catch you when you can. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming in the afternoons on Wednesdays because that will be my day off. I'm doing 4 days a week of freelance, hoping that will allow me to do some kind of streamer / content creator, but personal art shenanigans. And then hopefully a couple of evening streams on the weekdays. I was thinking maybe Monday, Tuesday. Hope you'll get a good job. Yeah, this will be a good job. And hoping to see you on Helluva again, but we'll see. You'll see. Whether I'll be there again or not, I can't say shit. Even if I wasn't, I can't say shit. Even if I am, I can't say shit. That's not a little shit you can say. Welcome to the life of living in an industry where it's oops all NDA. Yay. I'm probably also not going to do shorts as frequently when I go back to freelancing. I'm doing them 3 times a week. I'll be glad if I can do 1 a week. But, yeah. NDA lady, non-disclosure agreement lady. That's me. NDA! Yay! Holy fuck, I have way too many tabs open right now. Hmm. I'm looking for people to raid. Random idea, an NDA emote will be funny. I think India or Deutswift have an emote for just such a thing. Or they wanted to make one? Go through my Deutswift emotes. Got a deadline one. But that would definitely be something for like partner or Beta Twitch TV. I don't see how that would be frequently used. And the Animating Blitz saying the funny fuck word is serious business. Yeah. Like, hey, if it pays the bills, you know, it's fucking whatever. Alright, chat, I've got 2 options. I've got art, and I've got someone doing some sort of subathon to gather funds for dentist stuff. Though they've been doing very well. I'm pretty sure their ass is covered financially for their upcoming bills. One vote for subathon. Art or dentist? Dentist bills. Yeah, they gotta get wisdom teeth removed. And it's gonna be a lot, apparently. Or I can just do a goddamn coin toss. Cake? Yeah, cake jumper. I guess I'll do a coin toss. Coin toss says we're rating art. The coin sounded like a keyword. The coin was me typing coin toss in the search bar, which brings to Google doing a coin toss. Behold. You guys are familiar with this feature? If you Google coin toss, you get a coin toss. And you can flip it again, and then you can go until you get heads or tails again, or whatever. Happy Monday, Curzec. Happy Monday, Ernesta. We're rating out soon, in a couple seconds. We are rating Tofu Senshi. Looks like she's working on some emotes right now, so, you know, very relevant. Love getting all my channel points and getting rich with coin toss. Dude, we can't do that in the Netherlands. We can't do the predictions in the Netherlands on Twitch. Because it's been labeled as gambling, and because of it being accessible to minors, the government's like, no. And since deciding that, they've massively allowed gambling ads to be spread everywhere, including Twitch. Very cool. Yeah, not a fan of gambling law, but anyway, hey, how about a raid call? Tofu Shinshi does the good shit. They had a booth at TwitchCon. And, yeah. I will be back on Wednesday. Hi, Speedstar. Bye, Speedstar. We're raiding out. We're raiding to Tofu Shinshi, who's working on some emotes. I'll be back Wednesday with some more merch stuff. Until then, take care, stay safe, and wash your hands. Bobby!